Hey movers and shapers, welcome to day 3 of Melt Your Middle, Break the Cycles. Today we're going to be talking about improving sleep, and then we're going to tie it all up. I hope you've enjoyed the first 2 sessions. Let me look at my notes here. And I'm going to go right to my little PowerPoint, share my screen. Don't want to take too much of your time. All right, there we are, but I have to move this down here. All righty. There we go. Sorry, I'm moving all these little things on here. All right, awesome. Melt your middle, break the cycles. Now, I'm having a little, come on, my PowerPoint. Seriously. There we go. Day 3, the importance of sleep. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's what happens. New at this. All right. We're going to do a recap of day 2. I'll throw in a recap of day 1. Day 1 was leptin, ghrelin, and blood sugars and insulin. We want to regulate blood sugars so we don't have an insulin response, so we don't store fat, so we don't store leptin. So when we eat and the ghrelin is released from our stomach and we're hungry, the leptin responds accordingly, and we stop eating before we overeat. We know when to stop eating. We're satisfied, we don't store fat, we don't increase leptin, and we don't increase fat around the middle. Then we moved into adrenals and cortisol, and that was yesterday. And here's a little summary. Yes, I'm reading the slide. But I wanted here for you to read as well. Moving this again. So it all kind of falls into place. So when we get stressed, our adrenals respond by releasing adrenaline and cortisol. We talked about flight or fight, and our blood sugars fluctuate. They increase during this stress response, and then they crash, and then we crave crappy food. Because this is going on all day from the different types of stress we have, we are at risk for adrenal fatigue. And if you remember, there was a list of symptoms for adrenal fatigue. Irregular blood sugars and excess cortisol are responsible for that visceral fat storage around the waist. Remember that image, the visual, how it's around all the organs, and it's the hardest fat to get rid of, but it's the fat that we target and focus on. So we can break these cycles by regulating our blood sugars, reducing stress through mindfulness and food, and therefore preventing additional fat storage and going into fat burning to get rid of the existing fat that's there. But sleep plays an important role in all this as well. We must get good sleep. All right, there we go. So how does stress affect our sleep? And then we're going to talk about how does sleep affect our stress levels. Another cycle. So stress interferes with our sleep-wake cycle, and you will find that you don't get that good 90-minute sleep cycle. That's what a sleep cycle is, 90 minutes. So if you're going to take a nap, and you also don't want to get into the deep sleep, you want a 20-minute nap or a 90-minute nap. Also, when you set your alarm, you want to do it around these 90-minute sleep cycles. But if you have stress, you're not going to get through a full sleep cycle. Or if you have fluctuating blood sugars, you may not get through a full sleep cycle because you've got all of these hormones fluctuating in your system. Stress reduces the deep sleep and the REM sleep, which are the restorative and so your body restores, but restorative and rejuvenating for both body and mind. High levels of cortisol, which are a result of stress, result in those nighttime awakenings. So it's not just dropped tanking blood sugars, it's also cortisol levels. Muscle tension during a stress response can interfere with sleep relaxation later. And your digestive system is affected by stress. So a lot of times that reveals itself when you're trying to sleep, when you're in bed. How poor sleep affects your stress response. Well, because you have higher cortisol levels from stress, You do. But when you don't get enough sleep, that in and of itself results in high cortisol levels. Lack of sleep is almost, well, it is stressful to your body. So your body will have a stress response to inadequate sleep. And then you get the higher cortisol levels. Systemic inflammation, reduced cognitive ability, which adds to your stress levels, reduced physical ability, which adds to your stress levels, increased irritability if you didn't sleep well. We know this adds to your stress levels, and increased fatigue, where you just can't get through the morning or you can't get through the afternoon, adds to increased stress levels, which then adds to increased cortisol, which adds to increased fat storage. So how do we establish better sleep patterns and routines? Here's your takeaways for today. So you can break that stress sleep cycle or sleep stress cycle. All right. You need to establish better sleep patterns. So save your bed for sleep. You know, I've had to learn this. And here, I'm going to tell you something. In all of my takeaways, really what we're talking about is establishing new, better habits. These don't happen overnight. It's hard to do them all at once. You need reminders. So hold on to these emails and watch these over and over and over again, maybe every month, watch them and add a new habit or establish a new routine or something. Don't expect to do this all overnight, but you want to save your bed for sleep. You can read in your bed, but you should not have a TV in your room. I don't think you should have a clock in the room, because when you wake up in the middle of the night, you should not look at the clock. You know that alarm, you've got an alarm set somewhere, you just need to go back to sleep. Here's something interesting. Schedule stress time for the day. If there's something on your mind, refuse to think about it. Refuse to let it interfere with what you're doing throughout the day, and schedule a stress time. Schedule that with a good meditation time. Remember we talked about stress reduction yesterday, how to have meditation time, prayer time, being mindful. Think about all your stress at a certain time and then let it go and then be mindful. But do not let the things that are stressing you out interfere with your day, because that just adds more stress. See that cycle there? Do not consume caffeine late in the day, because that will interfere with your sleep. Do not have alcohol. Well, it says avoid alcohol and tobacco. I will tell you, if I drink alcohol after 8 o'clock at night, it interferes with my sleep. If it's before 8, I'm okay. But if you can avoid it altogether, do so. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. You know, I told my husband this morning. We got home a little bit late last night and did not have to get up. Normally, I'm in bed at 10:30 and I'll fall asleep between 10:30 and 11. I'm up at 6:30 every day. I don't care what day it is, Saturday, Sunday, that's when I'm up. But we were out late last night and I didn't have to get up. So I ended up sleeping late and I just let my body wake me up. I took off the alarm and I got to bed at midnight. And guess what? I woke up at 8. So my body's on that good sleep, 8-hour sleep cycle, or whatever you want to call it, schedule. So there you go. Manage your light exposure. That means blue lights. Do not be looking at your phone before bed. Don't have TVs in there. That's what I said before. And you don't want a lot of lights in the room. When you wake up, you want it to be dark. A lot of people wear masks and earplugs. That's a great tool for getting good sleep. And stay active during the day. You have to be active during the day if you want to sleep well at night. You can see my arm clicking. It won't click. There we go. That's how you're going to get better sleep. And that's your summary, or that's your how to break the cycle and your takeaway from day 3. So now here's a summary of all 3 days. All starts with regulating those blood sugars, managing stress, and getting good sleep. Those are the 3 things you can do. Regulate your blood sugars, learn how to manage your stress, and get good, consistent sleep. If you do those, all those other cycles will be broken and it will fall into place. I wish I knew how to do a PowerPoint where I could ding, 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 but let's follow me here, okay? Once you regulate your blood sugars and you start burning fat and you decrease the blood sugar spikes and crashes, which interfere with sleep, also, you will reduce the leptin and you will become leptin sensitive. So when the ghrelin is released to tell you you're hungry, the leptin will tell you you can stop eating because you are satisfied. Boom. Once you manage stress, regulate blood sugars, you'll be able to deal with stress better. You can eat stress-less foods. It will take pressure off the adrenals and reduce cortisol levels. It will also help you to sleep better, especially if you establish those good routines. In addition to that, you will regenerate your mind and body. Your blood sugars will stay regulated. All the fat hormones that we talked about, leptin, ghrelin, cortisol, and insulin, will regulate as well. You will become a lean, mean, fat-burning machine. You will have energy. You will be sleeping well. You will be more peaceful. You will have a sense of well-being. You'll be able to deal with stress. Stress won't manage you. You will manage it. I am telling you, the quality of life you have when you get all this stuff together is priceless. It's invaluable. And let me tell you, speaking of priceless and invaluable, the money you will save in healthcare costs down the line, because you're also reducing inflammation, you're protecting your joints, because part of better sleep is exercise. Your body's going to be functioning the way it was made to function. And you'll know it. And you'll know it like you know it when it is. You'll be like, this is what I'm supposed to feel like. I get excited because it works, even though my clicker doesn't work. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. And as I've mentioned in the past 2 days, we have our April 20th full body transformation, burning fat 24/7. Listen, you can implement all this information I've given you and see change. I promise you. I will also tell you, after 20 plus years, I think I'm going on 22 years of coaching people, most of us are not disciplined enough to do it. We need a little accountability. We need a little help. I talked about a couple supplements that I use to give me a little help. I use my coaching to give me a little help and hold me accountable. So consider our full metabolism body transformation class. What does it include? I'm going to give you a little bit more details because the cart is open today. You can register for this. Oh my gosh, and I would love it if you did, but I only have 20 spots available. Actually, by the time you're watching this, I may have less because I did open the cart yesterday to my waitlist people. So you get 1 full week of detox and digestive cleanse. And I will hold your hand through it. Daily text, daily encouragement, daily tips, daily tricks. We will get you through. I will tell you, you could go through a little withdrawal because we eliminate all the toxins. We eliminate sugars and carbs for that first week. I have got to go to my website. Well, when you click on this, there's a little thing that says learn more, and it goes through the whole detox process. So you can really learn more. I don't want to keep you on here too long. I just want to let you know it's available. Then we move into fat burning, 3 weeks of fat burning. Now, this first 30 days includes the 30-day jumpstart kit, which I'm going to talk about in a second. You also get a 300-page health guide that has 12 chapters and a whole detox chapter on there, and it's a journal. I'm going to tell you that people who journal have better inch loss and wellness results. They break these cycles, they regulate their hormones, they burn fat more efficiently, and they get better long-term results because they're very aware of how they're doing it, and they're very aware of what they aren't doing if they start backsliding. You're going to get 13 live classes where we are talking about the chapters we're studying. You're going to get 13 TLS videos, 1 for each chapter in that health guide. And it's a corresponding chapter in the book, in the chapter. Then I'm going to give you 13 coaching sessions where I elaborate on all the information. I add tips and tricks and make it easy for you to understand, easy for you to implement, and easy for you to learn use the tools I'm going to give you. My goal here is to hold you accountable and coach you. That's what coaches do. They get you to do things you wouldn't normally do on your own. This is why I go to workout classes, why I don't work out in my home or at a gym. I need somebody there holding me accountable from the beginning to the end, saying, oh no, you're not stopping. You keep going. You've got this. I'm going to do the same thing for you. I'm going to keep you in the game. And I'm also going to empower you. I don't want you to be dependent on me. That's not what this is about. You may come back to me for future accountability and future coaching, but I want to empower you so you can live a life of freedom from lies and things that have been keeping you unhealthy. I'm going to give you some recipes and teach you some cooking through my videos, my YouTube cooking videos. They're funny. They're good. I'm just a real person. They're not like some fancy studio cooking show. You're going to get daily texts and emails, accountability, and I'm going to be holding your hand. I'm going to get you through these 12 weeks, and we are going to transform your metabolism. We are going to transform your body. We are going to transform your mind, the way you think and feel about eating, about food, about yourself, about your body. And you're going to feel younger, look younger, feel better, and look better than you have in I can't tell you how long. You're going to be transformed, and you're going to love it. This is the kit you get. Now, the reason this kit is included is because we could do it with food alone, but it would take too long. We need to see results. That's what keeps us in the game. So with this Jumpstart kit, you get a NutriClean 7-day colon and digestive cleanse kit that will make it easier, less painful, and have better results. There's a fiber powder in there that has 10 grams of fiber, 1.5 billion colony forming units of probiotics that will help bind. And this is all in the Learn More video when you click on the register link. It binds to any buildup in your colon and pulls it out. There's a liver cleanse in there that cleans your liver at the same time, because as you're detoxifying, toxins are flowing through the blood. They're going through your liver where it cleans that blood, and you want to clean that liver out. All included in that NutriClean kit. We also have Isotonix Daily Essentials. These are all the nutrients your body needs every day in a liquid isotonic capable form, which means they are bioavailable and they're absorbable at up to a 98% when taken on an empty stomach. This means that when you drink them on an empty stomach, your stomach says, oh, this is already digested. They go into your small intestine and they are sucked into the system and into your bloodstream within 5 to 15 minutes at a 98% absorption. There is no other way to drive nutrients to your body any quicker besides an IV. That's how phenomenal this Isotonic Daily Essentials nutrient is. You're going to be making some changes to what you're eating that first week, and your body's going to need that added nutrition. Then we have that core product that I mentioned yesterday that works with your leptin receptors, and it helps your body to recognize when you've eaten enough food, when you've gotten enough nutrients. More details can be found on that in my Learn More when you click the register link in your email. And then there's shakes. Oh, our shakes are the best. They are high protein, 21 grams, high fiber, 10 grams, and they taste delicious. You get chocolate and vanilla. And these will be used in weeks 2, 3, and 4 after you're finished with the fiber powder in the NutriClean. The point is to flood your body with fiber and protein so you eliminate properly, and so you regulate your blood sugars, and so you do not lose muscle mass, but increase muscle mass. Muscle dictates metabolism. All these other diets out there where people see this tremendous weight loss on the scale are usually muscle loss, which slows down your metabolism. Our goal here is to rev up your metabolism so you are a fat burning machine 24/7. And the only way to do that is to reduce fat through high fiber, low glycemic foods, and increase muscle through high protein. Lower fat, increase muscle equals a fat burning metabolism. So these are all tools to support what we're trying to do to get the results faster, to keep you in the game. So at the end of the 12 weeks, you're a fat burning machine. All right, what are you going to learn? You are going to learn how to cleanse and detoxify your digestive system. You're going to be eating low glycemic eating, and you're going to learn all about that. You're going to learn how to read labels. You're going to improve your metabolism. We're going to learn how to improve it even further. We're going to be talking about exercising and body composition, reducing fat, increasing muscle, so you are a fat burning machine. We're going to talk about nutrition. What's the difference between protein, fats, and carbs, and how important are they? Then we're going to move into brain changing, brain transformation, mind transformation. We're going to talk about how to create healthy habits. And this doesn't happen overnight, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about believing in yourself and overcoming obstacles. We're going to get rid of the lies we've been believing. We're going to talk about truths. And when you know them, you can take action. We're going to give you tools to work with. We're going to get into managing stress. And now we know how important that is, but that doesn't come till week 10. We're going to talk about what results you got in the end and how to live that lifestyle. What are the results you're going to have? What can you expect? You're going to have reduced inflammation, so you're going to have less aches and pains. You're going to have increased energy and stamina, less fatigue. Who doesn't want that? We're going to balance those hormones and break those cycles we just talked about these past 3 days. You're going to get better sleep, which is going to give you reduced stress and stress management and less anxiety. Increased lean muscle, reduced fat. You're going to be a lean, mean muscle machine. You can expect to lose about 2 inches in your waist in the first 30 days. Your immune system is going to be strong. You're going to be more flexible than ever. You're going to have this increased sense of well-being and self-awareness and sense of accomplishment. You're going to be empowered. That's what you're going to be. You're going to be empowered. We already talked about the youthfulness and anti-aging earlier. You're going to look better, feel better, look younger, feel younger than you have since you can remember. That's that April 20th, full body transformation, burning fat 24/7. And the cart is open now. The link is in your email that you got today. Click on that link, register for that class, and I am looking forward to seeing you on April 20th, or probably the 21st when we get everything together, and helping you transform your body and transform your life. You guys, I want to thank you for joining me these past 3 days. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, movers and shapers. I'm going to stop my share. Then I will stop this recording. See you soon.